Hi guys, I hope you all are having an amazing day. So today we're going to be printing some stuff. And don't worry about all the ice behind me, I was just experimenting with command blocks. And I forgot to make a backup of my world. Yes, I know, you can laugh at me in the comments. But it gives your world a nice touch. That doesn't even matter, we're worrying about printing stuff. And that's why we're Bob Ross again today, because Bob Ross, loves to paint. So we have our handy dandy little printer. Now it's very similar to that thing, except that thing is only gray scale, only grayscale. So, but this one has all the colors of the rainbow, all 16 colors. And it's kind of ironic. I have 16 lime concrete. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to build this and how all the individual components work. Now I have to give credit to Mumbo Jumbo for this idea, but I put a couple of extra features on it, and I'm thinking of making a printer 2.0 that's even more efficient, because as you'll see in a few minutes, it takes literally forever to make this work. So let's just go ahead and do it. So this button is the activation button. So let me just check to make sure. Yeah, it's empty. Now when you push this button, it basically just activates the system, activates the release system. So you have to push this button twice. I'm sure I could easily rig it up to do it so you only had to push it once. Oops. But I don't feel like doing that, and this is just a prototype design. This is only printer 1.0. So yeah, this is the special size lever. If it's flicked, it's going to be 9 blocks wide. But if it's not flicked, you'll see those pistons down there. Oop. I'm just trying to get these pistons down there is extended. So only that observer right there, that observer will get activated, and that will be the full 9 blocks. But if it's flicked like this, that observer won't get activated, but the other observer will. So this is pretty useful, I guess, because you don't have to have a white line, you can just have a full thing. Let's just go ahead and make a handy dandy little creeper face. So we just gotta do some of it. And we're gonna fill it in with lime. Now I'm just gonna warn you, this will take forever. So luckily, you don't have to sit through it all, but I do, because I'm actually recording this, but you just get to see the time-lapse with the cool royalty-free music. So yeah, let's just push this button once. So you'll notice if I push this button, this item is in the hopper, ready to go through the system. But if I push it again, it's activated, and it's gonna go on through. And now we're just gonna sit right here and be getting in a good position. And we're just gonna sit here. Let me move over here so you can get a better view, so you can actually see how it's all working and figure it out before I actually tell you how it all works. I'm conquering the spirit, I'm busting through the ceiling. I'm following your lead, I'm following the spirit. Now let's go back over here, so that way it comes out properly. Okay, up higher. There we go. Now I'm just up higher. There we go. And it's only, while we've been flying around, it's only printed 5 blocks. And now 6. Okay, it just finished the line. But don't worry, I'll get closer to it. I'll get closer to it once it finishes a new line so you can see how satisfying it is. But yeah, and you'll notice how black is at the very end. So it's gonna take forever for it to actually work. Because it has to go all down all these steps. But mine is only the 6th, not the 16th. So that's why it takes a little while, because of all the black pieces. But yeah, let's just get back to the time lapse. Oh wait. Oh, the new line's about to work. I'll go ahead and I'll just get down here so you can see this. Oh yeah, you can also hear all the noises once you're down here. But yeah, it's about to work. You ready? Yes, I know I didn't have to do this, but it just makes it more fun, doesn't it? It makes the time that you're sitting here enduring this not as bad. So, yeah, let's just go back to the time lapse, I guess. I'm gonna go get something to eat, so I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm coming back to my computer. You done yet? No. You're still not done. And it's been how long? I don't know. I think it started, if I look at my monitor, I think I just started at like 8 minutes, and now it's at 16 minutes. So obviously this is very inefficient. So yeah, let me just get back to the time lapse that you guys are enjoying in like 30 seconds because I've sped it up insanely fast. Alright, well, okay, see you later. Another song has been listened to. Are we done yet? No, we are not. We are not done. Wait, is this the last layer? You know what? I'll sit here. It's the last layer. I'll just sit here. It's been another 3 minutes. The thing is, it seems fast. That's the funny part. I mean, this is as fast as it can possibly be. Or it actually isn't. I could very not easily make it faster. I'm doing something special with this item sorter or item filter. Come on, two more, two flipping more. Come on, two flipping more. This monostable circuit only has to work one more time. And then, ready? Ready for this? And it's finally done. Let's go. Let's go. And you get a creeper face. That if I were using my normal skin, I would be standing right next to it. It'd look pretty amazing. I'll just shove an image in here for you that is my normal skin standing next to it. So yeah. So I'm gonna just give you a short tutorial on how to build this. So you always want to start with the bottom. Always start with the bottom. So I'll just build it over here. Always start with the bottom and decide how wide you want it to be. I'd recommend 9. 9 because it's easy to use chests with this, and you can do it the satisfying way with observers, which is the way I always do it. There we go. And then you want to oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh wait, you didn't see what I just did. I accidentally pressed a Windows key. Right. Now you're gonna make something like this. Oh no. I could figure it out, but it's easier to just fly over here and remember what I've previously done. You're gonna get some repeaters and some redstone. And you're gonna put a piston, a sticky piston right here. A block on it, and you're gonna do the same. This is actually inverted. You can decide. This is where you decide if you want it. If the lever's flicked on, it's 9, or if it's flicked off, it's 9. So I make that one differently. I'm gonna make this one. So I'm gonna just make it so that if it's flicked on, if it's flicked off, if it's flicked off, then it's 9 blocks. And then you just wire these two pistons together with a simple line. And you can destroy this if you want to make it not waste blocks. I don't care. And then you want to build a simple monostable circuit here. Well, this is actually genius because the observer is giving a 1-tick pulse. So I'll show you. But if you just use a normal observer into the piston, it'll create an infinite feedback loop because the piston activates the observer. You look, it just spits it out. I accidentally recreated it for you. But look, it place a block here. It doesn't create a feedback loop because if you look, I'll slow it down for you. It activates this. It activates this. And it would activate the block, but it powers off before the block is actually here. Now that's a weird game mechanic, but it actually is pretty useful. That's also what you have to use on the water conversion part, because obviously you can't have the simple system like this, which I'll show you. So now you want to build your water part, which you're gonna just do some. You're gonna get some blue wool. You don't have to use blue. And get, but I just use blue because you know blue is water, and water is pog. So your piston is going to be right here. Your pistons are going to be right there. So taking advantage of the water mechanics, if I place a water bucket right here, it shouldn't flow anywhere else. Yep, that you shouldn't flow anywhere else besides there. And even if I break all these blocks, except for those four, it will just flow that way. Of course, you don't have to do this. It just actually kind of mesmerizing. And you guys want to build the same observer system. Same observer system. Oops, excuse me. And you're gonna want to get a repeater. I actually had this issue with my other one over there, and I'm like, why is it broken? You have to make this glass, so the signal doesn't go through. You're just gonna wire this up. And now if your oops, just ignore that happened. Ignore that happened. And it's working properly. If it does this, and once you place 9 blocks, that means it's working properly. If not, rewatch this part of the video and see what you did wrong. Yeah. So now you're gonna want to build the clouds. I like to call them clouds because that's kind of what they are, and hence I've made them out of white wool. So you're gonna need some sort of way to power this repeater. I've just used redstone torches for simplicity. You can use powered levers if you want. And you're also gonna need a redstone and a piston. This is probably the easiest part of the whole thing. Now to make one of these clouds, let's see, we're gonna want to make one right here. And we can put one right on this block. This is literally it. And you place your power source, and it works. Now, if we get a concrete powder, like let's just get some blue because that's what I saw first. It works. And now you're just gonna want to build a ton of these. Now, to be honest, I used World Edit to put all those in, and I'm not using World Edit right now, so I'm gonna have to build it all myself. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. You're gonna want to build 16 of these, and for you can build them. And just for simplicity, you can build it like that. That's the most efficient way to build. Just build a ton of them like this. So I'm just gonna cut through this instead of doing a time lapse, because who wants to see me build 16 of these? Yeah. So I'll see you after the cut. Alright, 8. I've built 8 so far. So yeah, I kind of lied. So yeah, I'm actually not gonna build all of these. You kind of get the idea. So to how it works. So once you build 16 of these, you should get something that looks like this. Make sure you have 16. And then once you have 16, you're going to want to build right here on this redstone block. You're going to want to build up to, and then just build this apart in line. Build the whole line of whatever color wool you want. Put pistons on top of that line, and then build another line, a 2-block tall line, and then put redstone torches on all those lines. Or I'll just do it from the side. All these lines are the same. I'll do it from the side. And if you're wondering what's behind here, it's nothing special. It's just a hopper. This is exactly what you need it to look like. I'll just build an individual line. And actually, I don't need to do that. You're gonna want to build an individual line. Each line looks like this, and you're gonna have a hopper, and you're gonna put each color. You can do it in any order you want, but I just did it in the color that they come in the inventory. But so you want to do it in this way, and you're gonna want to do this for every single color that you want to do. You don't have to do all 16. And basically just building an item filter that has an extension on it that activates these pistons. And you can put chests here. Eventually, I guess these will get all clogged up. I guess. So yeah, I guess you should put a chest there. And that's pretty simple. You just put a line of chests. I'll actually do that right this second. Chest. Oop. Ah. There you go. And now all these, of course, once they've already done this, you're gonna have to clean them all out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'll just cut this because this is boring. There you go. And now you can actually go through and reuse all the concrete that you originally put into this chest. So now that you have this system, you can just use a special fill command. You want to stand on one of these pistons. And I'll just use green as an example. Let's just clear all the green wool out. All the green out. And it's actually kind of convenient because if something happens like that, it will fall on the redstone, so it won't mess up the system. Hey, my frames aren't even dropping. Alright, so now, oh no, you're all out of line. What? You're all out of line. So we're just gonna run this handy dandy little fill command. Oop. Let's run this exact command. Lime _ concrete powder. And there you go. Now, if you're in survival mode, sorry, but you're gonna have to fill it all in. You're gonna have to just stack up there by yourself. I know, that's gotta suck, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Honestly, if you're building this thing in survival mode, it's probably not even a problem. I actually need to refill my white. Now, you can't really refill it very easily, I mean, actually, yeah. If you want to refill it without it actually running out, you just go to the top and run that exact same. Go to the top of it and run that exact same command. Except, I need white concrete powder because the only non-changing coordinates in this are y255. It doesn't matter where you are; it'll just make a tower up to y255. So yeah, and for the input, you just have a special chest, and you have this sort of arrangement. You have this. This chest is just a garbage chest, so if you accidentally put something that doesn't go in there, it won't mess up the system. It won't clog in this hopper. It'll just goes in there. Yeah. So you wanna have a special. You want to have this. This is just an activation. It's fancy activator. You don't have to build this exact activation. And it just activates this monostable circuit with 4 ticks out of it. Remember, 4 ticks. And also, when you're down here building this part to actually make a tower going up of this, and it can be 3 or 4 ticks. I just do 4 ticks. You tick it 4 times on each, and it'll send a 4-tick pulse. It'll just send it to pulse. And letting one item in and out of this hopper. That's basically just replacing the item in this hopper. Here, I'll just activate it with a random block. Let me get some. I'll just get some stone. Well, I put cobblestone in here, and then I put stone. So there's nothing in here, and it gets activated once. Now the cobblestone's in there. You activate it again, the stone's in there. You activate it again, it lets the stone out, but there's nothing else to go. And if you just give it a sec, your stone should. Yep, there it is. If you're wondering what this big thing is, it's just a hookup to that. It's just a hookup to the length switcher. The width switcher. I made it up here, so it's better. Yeah. So I hope this tutorial is helpful. If it wasn't, please tell me in the comments. So I'll release another video that's hopefully more helpful. Let's just go. I'm just gonna go over it again. So your bottom should look like this. Remember, it doesn't have to be like this. It can also be different. And then have the big tower. Have the big redstone tower. It goes up here. 4 ticks. 4 ticks. Goes up here. Into this redstone torch on the hopper. The hopper, not the chest. And also your activation button. And be sure to refill it because it's depending on what height you build it at, you don't have too many blocks. I mean, I think my super flat is it's 11 blocks. So I can have it pretty. Oops. I can have it decently tall. Well, if you're building this in a normal survival world, it'll probably be somewhere around 60 to 70 blocks in the air already. Which that's what this is already at. Unless you're building it in the ground, then that's not going to work very well. So yeah, I'm thinking of building a printer 2.0 and making a video with me actually building it and not just a tutorial. So actually, I think I could stream myself building it, because you actually get to see my process, So yeah, I think I'll end the video off here. Like and subscribe if you want. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before. A like goal. If I get 1 like on this if I get 2 likes on this video, I'll live stream me making a printer 2.0. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, well, I guess I will see you guys at a brand new video some other time. So yeah, bye bye.